hilarious. Like, they just, like, Turncoat doesn't even describe this anymore. Like, they literally have zero backbone. They're unwilling to actually stand by anything they say if they can't use it to their advantage. And if it's used against them, they definitely won't. Like, absolutely absurd shit. I don't... Oh, God, guys. Fucking silly. Yeah, so basically California enacted censorship. But the left is okay with it because it is helping them. Yeah. What a world we live in, guys. What a world. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea, right? I don't like hate speech. I don't like hate speech either, but it turns out that is a very, very, very broad category. And you can pick and choose whatever you want to fall into that category, and then it becomes censorship. Surprise, not surprised, guys. Crazy shit. It's like... It's weird because it seems an awful lot like we tried to avoid the censorship timeline. Like Harris was actually very much for censorship, where there's like old campaign messages that were brought up and she just never addressed them. And then Walls, her running mate, basically confirmed it because people are supposed to be held. You can't yell fire in a theater, I think is where he worded, which is an old law in which basically you can't basically scream out something that would cause a panic, right? And that's basically censorship. It's all intents and purposes, it's the road for censorship. It's just the way it goes. So, yeah, that was kind of a big deal. But now California is doing it, and no one on the left seems to care. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. Really, just never makes me want to help the left ever. Just. I'm done with. I think most people are done with it. By the way, I saw MSNBC now acknowledges NBC is very left leaning, right? Now acknowledges that the younger generations, Gen Z, has swapped to conservative. 2 months after stats came out showing it, they finally admitted there's a problem. yeah, little bro, there's a lot more going on here than a little problem. Yeah. They're never winning another election until they get their shit together. It's just, there's no way. No one wants to vote for that shit. It's like, you know, we call someone a hot mess. The left is literally a hot mess, and no one wants to date it. So they're done with it. Fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. So today, actually in crazy, on the same vein as crazy, I have something to show you. And we're talking about Charlie Kirk and his murder and the things going on around like that. I'm not going to show you anything with his person in it because I don't want my host to get I don't want there to be any conflict on the platform this room too. It's not worth it. So let's see if I can find it. There you go. Can't make this stuff up. So this is a new one. Let's see. This guy right here, guys. So this is after. There is nothing bad here as far as gorish or anything. So there's this guy. And what you'll notice here is this is basically right after he was murdered. And this is later on when they started ripping it up. Right? This is where they started changing stuff. These are maintenance hatches right here. These are maintenance hatches right here, right? Not unheard of. This is where they hypothesize these were actually under the tent and Charlie went into them, you know, whatever, and ran away. Right? Maintenance hatches are built into maintenance tunnels. They are cemented in. This is part of a slab. They're cemented it. In order to change these, you have to literally, like, rip apart the entire fucking area with, like, excavators and, like, heavy equipment, and then relay it, right? So generally everything in this vicinity is built around it. It's just the way it works. This is part of, like, the logistics of the campus. This is a maintenance tunnel right here. For probably their steam. I don't know if they have steam or not, but you run wiring and whatever underneath the campus, right? Not unheard of. These are on a lot of campuses, right? This is what it looks like now. And if you notice, they aren't the same. These aren't just blocks you can move. This is literally part of a fixture. This is part of the underground, like, maintenance tunnel. Yeah. And you go, well, no, they don't look the same. There's two hatches right here, two maintenance corridors right here. They're different sizes, different areas. The whole thing was replaced. And the only way they possibly could have done that is with ripping the whole thing out, but you can't do that landscaping. Like, they would literally have to get heavy equipment in here and just, like, cut the whole thing out and then I don't even know, like, they'd have to lay down, like, a heavy steel plate or something on top of it, which clearly you can see this is the same height, right? So this is just sod or grass on top of concrete. That's all this is grass on top of the concrete. It gives the impression that there's actually, like, you know, ground here, when in fact it's just actually on top of concrete. They ripped it up, and then they put bricks down. You know, whatever. They're trying to change the way it looks. But if you notice, this is completely different. And normally what would happen here is they just literally just build around it. They wouldn't actually ever try to change this because it's a maintenance corridor. It's just something that is just part of the not ground, it's part of, like, the maintenance tunnel itself. So you can't really just move it. You can't just pick it up and move it or do something else with it. It's not something that's easily movable. So you build around it. But as you can see here, it's in a different spot and it was moved. And it's different, excuse me. It's a different spot and it's different. Yeah. So today, on my favorite, is the moving Charlie maintenance tunnel hatches that are now different now. Which, you know, is like, once again, oh, they can just move them. No, they can't. Really, really, really questionable what that is. I don't know. I'm just pointing out inconsistencies here that don't make sense. Right? Once again, pretty much everyone's seen these at some point in their life. They know what they look like. They're just the hatches for maintenance tunnels. Yeah. And why would they change it? Why would they change, if they're going to spend a shitload of effort doing this, why would they go from this to this when basically it's, for all intents and purposes, it looks almost identical as far as, like, taking up space. Yeah. So, that's interesting. I thought that was pretty curious. This is a new one. This is one that came up today. People are saying this is like the escape hatch where he went down in it, like some sort of a show on Broadway or something, you know, like under the stage, where he escaped into the escape hatch and they put a body double up or something. And this is clearly not the same as this. And that would take an extraordinary amount of effort and be very easy to see when they're doing it to actually change this. Like, it would require heavy equipment to do so. Yeah, I mean, they hypothesize it's behind the table. When people are talking about, they're talking about this one. But then someone posted this one saying the hatches weren't under the table, like they weren't back here. This one looks like it potentially could be behind the table, right? These do not. And you're like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe he went down here. And maybe it's possible with this one, but if you notice, these are different. These were the ones that were actually there when he was there. Yeah. So, I don't know, guys. Yeah, these aren't things that you just randomly change around even when you do remodeling. These are like literally built into the campus itself. You'd have to, like, I don't even know, you'd have to get out concrete saws maybe and then cut around the edge of it maybe to remove it. You'd have to use a concrete saw, which does exist, and then you'd have to lay down a metal plate over the top of it so it doesn't compromise the integrity of the tunnel. And then just to put a slightly smaller hatch in it that still has this big piece of concrete on it? Like, this doesn't remotely make sense. What they did here, not even talking about, like, the potential for this being an escape hatch, this doesn't make sense. Which is something I saw earlier today. I was like, huh. Huh. Well, Like I said, Charlie, UIP disclosure, guys, is one thing, but I swear to God, the Charlie murder, the Charlie Kirk murder is getting weirder and weirder, and has nothing to do with the politics. I mean, the politics are there, but this shit that's surrounding it, and obviously the guy that was not fired, the guy they found was a patsy, so he's just a random person. They probably are going to find anyone to blame. It doesn't really even matter to them. They just need someone to placate the masses, so to speak. They probably found a villain, and that doesn't even mean necessarily, like, it doesn't even matter. That's just like the logistics or the politics of having to deal with something like this, right? So they don't look incompetent, like they can't find them. Putting aside that, like, there is so much weird shit. People are talking about, if you look at the videos where, like, they see a chair, it looks like AI, where the chair literally just clips through the table. You know, like in a video game, it literally clips through the table, like the AI fucks up. And putting aside the gory stuff, which I'm not going to show you, which is, it looks like Charlie's blood's like, it's like venom goo or something. Yeah, it doesn't even look right. And there's a lot of it, an absolute boatload of it. And then people are contemplating that there's now 4 shooters or 2 shooters, and they're in the crowd instead with hand pistols. There's a lot of really weird stuff going on here, guys. Yeah. But that was today. Oh, and then Arrow released new footage. Not Arrow.milk, Arrow.mil. Arrow, the Autonomous All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. I just got that wrong again. Let's see. UAP cases. Yeah, so they uploaded a bunch of stuff. This is all happening at once. So Arrow, this is an actual legitimate government organization. They were formed to basically resolve all the unknown things that the military basically comes in contact with, because actually, as it turns out, is a national security risk. We've covered this extensively with the UAP congressional hearings, right? So they cover this extensively, and they have to look at this stuff and resolve it or not resolve it. But part of them being formed by Congress, they're formed by Congress, is they had to disclose the stuff after basically the case is closed. And they've been chided, they've been, not reprimanded, they've been looked down upon, or I don't even know what this word, criticized. They've been criticized for not trying to solve the cases by both Congress and publicly, right? Because they just leave the case open, therefore they don't need to show anything, as it turns out, and then it turns into a way of actually making sure no one sees the information, right? Yeah, but recently, after the new head was installed, he's definitely went out of his way to try and resolve some of these things. But as you'll see here shortly, is some of this stuff literally, here's one that's unresolved, but we'll take a look at the one that is resolved too. And what you'll notice is some of this stuff, this is on the 22nd too. This was literally, well, actually it's technically 2 days ago, but I heard about this yesterday. Like, literally just popped out a boatload of shit. All happening at the same time. This is an unresolved one. And if you look here, people say the footage is bad. This is a FLIR, so this is an infrared camera, thermal camera, which is used by the military, right? And this is the guy you're looking at right here. Off in the distance. Not a drone. It's also why this is unresolved, because they have no idea what it is. And while it is far away, that's like maximum zoom. Yeah, so they pop out. A Chinese weather balloon, yes. What was the... I forgot who said, well, we're looking at the Afghan metal sphere, right, where it pops out of an airplane. Or not pops out of an airplane, it was just like flying through Afghanistan. And the best case scenario we came up with is someone threw a metal medicine ball, paratroopers, or not paragliders. Yeah, paragliders. Threw a medicine ball out of an airplane to debate Reaper drones, so... yeah. This one is curious, right? This is curious. They didn't resolve it either. So Arrow said this is unresolved. And what the interesting thing here, by the way, guys, it's tough to pick out what this is, right? Yeah, the medicine ball, the metal medicine ball out of an airplane from paragliders to debate Reaper drone in Afghanistan. But if you notice here, one of the interesting things about this, putting aside it's very hard to see, and it's easier if you look at the footage yourself. Notice it has a tail? This is the first time I've seen any sort of official footage with a tail. Meaning it has like an after trail behind it, like a comet. See it? Which could be an artifact of the exposure, but I've also seen other flare footage that doesn't have this. So I think this is actually unique to this UAP. Yeah, this is not... That's not a drone. That's not a fucking drone. I mean, it potentially could do drone things depending on how fast it's moving, right? Like, someone is literally playing with a drone up in the stratosphere or something. But, yeah, this is actually... Was it filmed by a Reaper drone again? What is this? 07... No, we looked at the unresolved one. The United States European Command submitted report of an unidentified anomalous phenomenon to the Aero Office consisting of a 1 minute and 20 second of video footage from the infrared sensors aboard a U.S. military platform. They don't even tell you what it is anymore. The footage depicts an apparent heat signature with characteristics consistent of that of a physical object. However, Aero cannot determine... Also, typo, that's a comma right there. However, Aero cannot determine whether the observed signatures originated from a physical source, either as a thermal emission or thermal reflection, or other source, such as heat differential in the environment or sensor display error. The available data is insufficient to evaluate the phenomenon's performance characteristics. Yeah. So, curious. All these other ones I looked through. This one, however, was listed as resolved, and I do not agree with it, which you'll see here in a second. This is pretty long, too. Submitted, European Command submitted, phenomenon domain resolution of this is 7 minutes and 56 seconds. Aero assesses with high confidence that the object depicted in the video was almost greater than 95% likelihood a balloon. Okay, so they're going to say this is a balloon, right? Aero bases its assessments on object's strong morphological consistency with other resolved imagery featuring balloons. The object's performance characteristics strongly aligning with those of lighter than air objects drifting at wind speed and direction. You'll see here in a second that this isn't completely true, and that's actually... This is on the 15th, so I think this was completely glossed over. This was released... No, actually, this was after Charlie, wasn't it? Charlie was on the 10th. Congressional UAP hearing was on the 9th. And NASA Life on Mars was on the 10th as well. It was released on the 15th. So, this guy right here, they're saying this is a balloon. Keep this in mind, they're saying this is a balloon right here. As you can see, clouds in the background. Which, you know, for the time being, it looks relatively normal. And what you'll notice is it seems like it knows it's being watched and starts putting on a show. Just keep watching, guys. It's like someone knowing they're being filmed and like they start putting up peace symbols and shit. So that's my take. Like behavior analysis, I strongly believe in motivation and behavior as a telling sign, and actions as a telling signs of what people truly want. I mean, another one, by the way, with the tail. Occasionally with the tail. So that might just be a visual artifact. It looks like it has it all the time, though, when it's the camera's not panning. Maybe it is an artifact. Right? It's still relatively looking like a balloon, right? It's just kind of going the direction it's going. And you can see the slew of the camera, right? It's going like this, and the camera's looking like that, right? But now, it's kind of not really doing it anymore, is it? And you can see the clouds to give you an idea of where this platform is in the background, looking down at it, right? So you can tell that it's basically not flying over it. Now it went like from a straight line, it did a turn. Excuse me, it went into a turn. Now it's going back the other way that it came from. Or actually a little bit, it like came like this direction. Now it's going back this direction, right? And now it's kind of going this way. Wind sure as fuck can't make up its mind. This is still kind of, you know, still maybe a balloon. The wind changed directions, right? Still possibly a balloon. Seems like it's cooking now. If you look at the movement speed, it definitely looks like it's moving away faster now. Which, alright, sure. Still looks pretty balloon-like. You'll notice that the height's changing too quite a bit. Like, compared to the cloud level. Either that or the Reaper drone's going down. Whatever's filming it's going down in elevation too. And now... yeah, does that look... it's flat, too. This is a fucking balloon, guys. It's doing spirals and circles, and it's flying straight up in the air. It's doing loop-to-loops. Yeah. It's like it knows it's being filmed, and it's like, hey bro, look at me. Because it clearly looks that way. Now it's doing some, yeah, it's doing very balloon-like things right now. Like, once again, look at the clouds for orientation. It's very much doing balloon things right now. This is totally how balloons look and function, right? At first, it looked like a balloon. It doesn't really, it's not really giving balloon-like vibes anymore. My personal opinion. Once again, this is from the side. So now, like, it's going up. Or it's going away, because it changed directions. I think it's getting smaller now, so it's actually going away from the camera. And going up. Now it looks like a balloon again, right? So, I would believe the balloon assessment if this is basically all the footage that we got. But it's not. And this is 7 minutes long. And I don't honestly... so, the curious bit here is that now it looks like the top of it's on fire and the bottom of it's really cold. Which is different than the way it looked earlier. And doesn't remotely resemble, like, the way a balloon would look, like, with reflectivity. Like a flaming head flying through the sky or something. Yeah, so that looks like a balloon again. We're getting balloon vibes, right? It was very clearly not doing balloon stuff there for a bit. It might be a balloon. But the thermal signature now looks weird compared to what it did at the beginning. Where the top of it's very hot and the bottom of it's very cold. Like it knows it's a thermal camera and is changing its signature to make itself stand out or look weird. I don't know, it reminds me a lot of the Copenhagen drone from yesterday, right? That literally looked like it was just trying to show off. It was like the size of a bus flying through the air. Clearly not a drone. And people are saying it's Russian drones. The Russians are denying it because Russia has no interest in getting other, people. They don't want NATO to get involved with what's going on in Ukraine. They definitely don't want that. So they aren't going to go try and piss and start a war with NATO. That's like all they need. So they clearly are not going to go and just like fly over an airport and buzz it for shits and giggles to shut it down. That doesn't even remotely make sense. There's no motive there that makes sense or behavior-wise makes sense. This looks like a balloon again, right? I'd agree with the balloon aspect of this now. But, once again, the thermal signature of the top and the bottom are very, very different there. You can see there's a strong, what would you say, difference between the two. Once again, this wasn't really the anonymous part. This looks like a balloon. And the rest of them do look like balloons. I would agree with their conclusions. Now it's just completely hot. It looks like it's picking up speed too. But you don't have any telemetry here because they grayed it all out so they can release it. But this looks like it's moving a lot faster now. It's also the heat signature of a change, right? It's now, like, look at this. So here you can see it almost looks like there's a body to it, right? Like it almost looks like a fetus flying through the air, if you can imagine that. Right? Like right here. Like it looks like it's like a head and like a torso. It looks like a baby flying through the air or something. Right? But this is completely white now. This is the thermal composition of this is now completely white. But here we could see it when it is just like kind of meandering. Look at it. It's like the top of it, the head is very bright, but the bottom part is very dark. So its thermal signature actually changed while it's doing this, which is not something that balloons normally do, because the balloon side is just going to be completely reflective, right? It'll have the same reflectivity. It's going to look roughly the same. There's very clearly a separation between the two halves here, showing that one part's different than the other part. And once again, when it picks up steam, it goes completely white and starts moving faster. Like, compared to the clouds and the stuff moving in the background. It's harder to see right now, but you can still see clouds in the background. Now it's completely white. Notice it's moving faster than the camera's panning now. The camera's catching up. It's moving faster to catch up with it. It's like it's choosing to accelerate right now. This is not a balloon. This is not a balloon. Let's once again the interesting aspect here is not particularly this, although this is curious too. I didn't even see this because I just thought it was just going to be balloon-like stuff. This is also very curious. The curious part right here is where it decides to put on a show. Once again, look, it literally looks like a head and like a torso, or like maybe a body and like a flat head on it, right? So if you can imagine a body like this and a flat head on the top of it. And this right here is like, it can tell that it's zoomed in. Like it literally can tell that this fucking drone or whatever is looking at it. And it looks flat on one side of it too. Like when it comes towards the camera, it's like literally completely flat. Well, not completely flat, but it's much more of a rectangle than it is, like, you know, 3D shape. Now it just stopped, and it looks like it turned back into like the T shape or L shape with like the head and the torso, right? Like it looked like this on the side. That's not a balloon. There is no way this is a balloon. You can see how fast it's moving compared to everything else around it too. Absolutely crazy, guys. Yeah, so this is the curious thing I want to show you. It wasn't even the unresolved one. This is more interesting than the unresolved one, in my personal opinion. This honestly looks more erroneous than the unresolved one. Due to the temperature shift right here, the temperature shift between the head and the torso, and also because it pulls some like theatrics while it's being watched. Like it knows it's being watched and decides to put on a show. Like right when it zooms in, it's like giving the drone a lap dance or something. Look at this. Like this still isn't a balloon. Like, what is this? That is not a balloon in any way, shape, or form. There's no fucking way. Drone operators even have problems tracking it. And that kind of, it knows it's not being really watched that much anymore, and then it slows down and stops doing it. Like, it literally, like behavior once again, it literally went in tandem with the zoom from the camera, right? Fucking crazy. There's no way. There's absolutely no way this is a balloon. Absolutely no way. That's not a drone either. It's like doing somersaults like FP, like the racing drone or something. That clearly doesn't even look like a drone in the upper atmosphere. Yeah, this is not a balloon. This is most definitely, I would not agree with this being a balloon. Yeah, this is not a balloon, but Arrow resolved it as a balloon, which I have my own thoughts. I've postulated thoughts on this as to what this is. So this is from 2022, by the way. I have my own thoughts on... Excuse me, this is one that got it. Might not be from 22 to 22. This is one that was submitted 2022, 3 years ago. This one basically arrows formed. High-res downloads. What? How? Is there a high-res version of this? Probably have to, yeah. Location in the US. I don't think this is. This is the European Command. Probably is not submitting stuff from the US. This is the most remarkable one that was released because of basically 3 specific different things happening here. One is the lap dance that gives the Reaper drone. The other one is the temperature shift, which looks intentional, where like it ran out of fuel. And then the other one is the speed acceleration, which doesn't look to be like, it's not like moving extremely fast, but it clearly was accelerating. Pretty incredible stuff, guys. Like I said, yesterday we were talking about the Copenhagen drone, and today we're talking about whatever this resolved as a balloon. That is not a balloon. Europe 2020. It even says Europe here, and it's down here it says it's in the US. Bug report. File a bug report with Arrow, guys. Defense Visual Information Distribution Service. Crazy stuff. And once again, I'm like the only person on Twitch talking about this, or streaming well, there's other people on YouTube, for instance, that are probably talking about this, but like Twitch, it still blows my mind that geeks seemingly don't care about this stuff. There's like live action sci-fi guys and no one cares. I was brought up on Star Trek and Star Wars and everything fantasy, The Matrix, everything fantasy, all the best timeline to grow up. I grew up during the best time to grow up, which is in the late 90s and early O's. And I was a teenager when it was happening, not like pretending. And yeah, like I said, you could land. I think if this is some sort of, so ontological shock is what you call it, when your perceptions varies and change are so different from what actually happens that, you know, it causes you a lot of distress, right? Ontological shock. So a lot of people, myself included, theorize that it, like, slow disclosure happens, so like a slow drip happens, so it gets people to acclimate to it, right? So it's not it's like putting a fish into a tank of water that's at drastically different temperatures and it shocks the fish, right? So they're acclimating humans to the alien stuff, and there's a slow drip. And maybe they have a galactic handbook written for this stuff, you know, over thousands of years or whatever, that's been refined. But clearly their timeline is probably a little bit too slow for humans. People could literally, they could land on the White House lawn tomorrow, Vulcans walk out, and we say, "We come in peace," and people would pay attention for 10 minutes, and they would go back to TikTok videos because they have to go to work tomorrow. That's where humans are right now. I don't think ontological shock is really that big of a deal. And we've talked a little bit about stuff it feels like they're perpetuating to help people deal with it, one of which I believe is religion, and one of the reasons religion is being pushed harder, and another one I think they're trying to do is censorship, which I most definitely do not agree with, as a way of controlling the masses of people. I'd prefer people believe in deity and then pick and choose what they want to believe in, as opposed to forcing people to believe certain things through media. Arguably, possibly similar, the difference is freedom. The ability for you to pick and choose your outcome, right? Yeah. Pretty cool stuff, guys. This was, like, what we talked about. Like, this stuff is just, like I said, there's like a couple events per week now. It might slow down again, but we still, this year, we have... Skywatcher has teased that they have 6 months worth of data they've collected, and which we'll cover, but they haven't released anything yet. There's another one. Oh, Atlas is still moving through the solar system, although likely to be a comet. It's starting to do weird things, possibly slightly change direction, which once again, all it has to do is literally just make a pass to Earth, and people would freak out enough to actually, you know, warrant looking into anything extraterrestrial, right? But Atlas changed directions. It did another thing. It's also emitting too much gas. There's a couple things. It's not like Oumuamua, which was pretty remarkable. It just happened before anyone knew what was going on, and no one was paying attention back then. The amount of scrutiny on social media is completely different compared to what was a decade ago. Oumuamua was 17. People are actually using it for some constructive purposes now, so that's always good, right? Yeah, the year is still not over, and this shit is still literally just off the charts, guys. It's like they want you to believe. I actually kind of think that might be one of the criteria of first contact. Assuming they have a checklist that they have to check off for us to actually get first contact, you have to actually believe and, you know, want to know aliens to know aliens. So, it's a possibility. You have to want to know what's outside of your cage to get out of your cage. Assuming Earth is a cage. Alright. Enough of this, guys. Let's move on. We're actually going to play some Gamaz here tonight. That's it for the conspiracy theories tonight, because that's all we had to go off of, so. And we'll see what it's like tomorrow or the day after. Either I didn't expect this, like, after the Copenhagen thing. I thought things were kind of just, you know, like, alright, sure, and then that popped up, so. Crazy stuff, guys. Literally, aliens could land on the White House lawn. Vulcans step out and say, "We come in peace," and 10 minutes later, the kids would go back to watching TikTok cat vids. True story. My personal opinion, we're already 10 years past, at the very least 10 years past where we should have had first contact. It feels like we should have had it like in 2010 or something. Or 15. Only getting older, guys. Humans don't live that long. Well, at least for now, we don't live that long. It's only 20 years! That's like no time! It is when you live like 70 years, so 80 years. What am I saying, 100 years? 100 years is a pretty good timeline for me. Yeah, that is the TLDR. Oh, there's also the Okay, we have to cover one more, guys. We have to cover one more. Allegedly, the guy that has the alien in Panama released it into water and it's swimming around. Yeah, which, honestly is also kind of curious in and of itself, just purely because of how it might be, maybe there's like an NHI with a sea kelp pet or something, I don't fucking know. Just because of how hilarious it is. Panama, alien, let's see, TikTok. There is literally 5 million people. By the way, this has captivated a lot of people. Let's see, where is he? What's his name? Kinpanum. Here you go, guys. Here you go. Hang on. Pump the brakes. We aren't done yet. Then there's this thing that allegedly someone grew, which I'm pretty sure is just special effects, but at this point it literally looks like it's fucking AI.
Boy, that didn't take long now, did it?
Which, there's no way. I want to say no way, but it's very, very unlikely this is practical effects. A weird-looking dog. I mean, the funny thing is, guys, NHIs could potentially, once again, soft disclosure, the NHIs literally, this could be some sort of harmless kelp creature that is basically not native to our planet, but it's like a dog. It's like a kelp dog or something, because it's clearly shown no hostile signs in any way, shape, or form, and it's actually just kind of a curiosity, which is captivating a lot of people. Yeah, and it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that this is actually, you know, it's fake, right? But this, like, before it looked like practical effects. This looks like AI, and there's, like, only way that this could actually happen is if this is AI.
Boy,
and it's honestly starting to look like there's a head here, by the way. And some of the other videos, people are pointing out what looks to be eyes on it, too, like a bunch of eyes, like a spider.
boy.
Yeah, that's something.
Boy.
Maybe it's like a alien kelp puppy? Kelp being like the seaweeds, right? Yeah. There's so many weird-looking sea creatures. Sure, this is not one on Earth, though. So, yeah, there is a lot of weird shit in the sea, don't get me wrong, which is entirely true. But this is most definitely not something that is from the sea on Earth, well, at least as far as we know. So, and allegedly he found it in a meteor which looked like a painted potato, a silver-painted potato. The meteor crater literally looked like he just took a shovel and dug a hole and dumped gas in it. So there might be a little bit of a lie going on there, which is entirely possible that this could still be legitimate, and he just lied about how he found it, which also would be kind of curious in and of itself. You can't say that you found it from the Galactic Trader, right? You bought it from the Galactic Trader in in fucking Rimworld. So, yeah. Very clearly not actually... well, I don't want to say... This could actually be from the sea, right? It's possible, but it wouldn't actually... This is freshwater. It wouldn't survive in freshwater. Stuff from sea does not survive in freshwater. Which means it would be a freshwater creature? But it also doesn't need water to live, so...
Boy.
That's something, guys. Up until today, up until when I saw this, I was very convinced this was fake. And I shifted from, I mean, it's entirely possible that he could have made something with AI. It is pretty good now. You guys have seen the fake look-alike videos now, where people can literally just use a photo from anyone and literally be them, which is absurd. Also fucking awesome. It's possible that he actually, considering the practical effects, you know, if this is fake, the practical effects he used were very convincing. They're like what you see in a horror movie. Like, as far as using, like, air bladders to make it move, and, like, the augmentation of it where it, like, moves and the lighting sometimes. Very convincing. This has to be AI. I'm pretty sure. Like, there's the movements it's making isn't something you could do with. Maybe if you built like a waterproof motor, right? An actuator, you can make like the fin flip like that. But it's not really moving in a way that's it could be being pulled with a piece of string too.
Boy, that...
Like you have the motor, so it actuates the one fin. Yeah. The curiosity, who knows where this is going to be in a week. It's definitely went from like 0 to 500 in basically a week, mind you. So there's this, yeah. Like I said, guys, fucking week keeps getting weirder and weirder and weirder. And, you know, I'm alright with that. I am fucking alright with that. So, I am tired of living in the canary cage. I'd rather see kelp creatures that are someone's pet walking them in the park than living in a bird cage. But I had to show you guys that too. That was, yeah, it was also, went from, practical effects to AI. But, I mean, you possibly could still do that with practical effects. Crazy shit, guys. What a world. What other streamer covers this, guys? You tell me. I live in a world of geeks and people that grew up on fantasy, and I've seen no one else cover this shit, and I don't know why. I get it, it's crazy, but does it even matter? You're a fucking geek. Why does it matter if normal people think this shit's crazy? Is it even crazy anymore, considering where life is? I don't even think so. The crazy people are the people that literally don't care about it. I swear to God, like 80% of the population is NPCs. Like, it's literally not people, they're robots. It's literally like 80% of the population is just NPCs. It feels that way, it really does sometimes. And there's like a complex network to control them, like AI. I don't know. Better question is, why don't you care about this stuff? Why don't geeks care about the shit that I just showed you guys that clearly is starting to step outside the bounds of the weird fucking shit? Like normality, that isn't just aliens built the pyramids. It's likely that maybe they did now, as it turns out. And I didn't even believe that till this year. With the Khafre SAR scan project, which we covered on my channel, which basically used SAR aperture radar data to scan underground on the Giza Plateau. What they found there is literally, there's no way that ancient Egyptians built it. It's too immense, it goes down way too far, it would have caved in, and there's like, we're talking like mile-long, hollow, 20 meter in diameter pillars that go down a mile underground, which is absolutely absurd. I haven't seen a single fucking person on Twitch cover this shit. Not a single fucking person. Not a single goddamn person, guys. 169 May, huh? But yeah, like the weird thing is there is a lot of really fucking weird shit in the ocean. Something that it feels an awful lot like is just inserted into the Matrix, by the way, to make people believe that, you know, all the weird like precision cutting of like limestone, like for pyramids and stuff, like the tools have always been questionable whether or not they're actually able to use it. And something that was recently I found, which I didn't even know existed and no one really talked about, is there's a sea worm, a ship borer worm that can bore into limestone. Yeah, and it looks as hideous as it sounds, and it shits out sand. Yeah, and like they were briefly found. Scientists didn't even fucking like study them for whatever reason. They were found, And then just they fell off the radar. No one talked about it. In 2017, they're found in I want to say Peru. I mean, alright, bye. I guess they didn't want to actually stop the cart. Hank decided that they want to stop the cart. Alright. I have no idea what this team's doing. They just gave up the first point for free. No idea what they're doing. And then we got hooked. So much fucking weird things. Yeah, a fucking shipboard worm that eats limestone. Like RimWorld sort of shit you can't make up. What? You just randomly take a bunch of shurikens to the brain? What are these guys doing? I don't understand what these guys are doing, guys. Like, we aren't really killing them, and they aren't killing us. They just aren't doing anything. This is where they toggle on? Best case scenario, guys, we got 0 kills and still died. Reap result sucks dick. It sucks so much fucking dick. It is worse than Fair's ult. Quite possibly one of the worst ults in the game because it gets you killed. How the fuck do you res? And then they just deflected it. Why is the bother? What is the point of using your ult on Reaper? I possibly could have killed one of those two guys and survived, and possibly got the point in if I didn't ult. But instead I ulted, Genji deflected, and I died instantly. Because I can't even stop my ult either. Well, that was a game, guys. I have no fucking idea what these guys were doing. I don't think they were doing. They have any idea what they're doing. Was there Ashe cheating? Or Ashe might be cheating. Yep. Also, distinct possibility is our Ashe was cheating. That would explain some things. As to why they never pushed and why they always seem like they're suppressed and not doing anything was because they literally getting brained constantly by the Ashe. But we don't watch our teammates because it's a waste of time. Not as in a waste of time as in we won't find anything, but rather I have to make a cutoff somewhere, because otherwise I spend too much time not playing the game as opposed to playing the game. That's just a lot of fun. She's just another McCree. It's like equivalent of Phoenix to Helena in Rivals. I never get a chance to use my left click. I don't know, it could be the Ashe guys. It could have also been the fact that I was literally just riding the cart's dick. Excuse me, the cart was riding my dick while I was following the cart. And they couldn't actually get close to the cart without confronting me, and no one wanted to get close to the Reaper, so nothing ever happened. Which was an intention. Rodog got close, and he died. I don't know. We'll never know unless we watch Ashe, and I'm not watching Ashe. I do wish you could replace all the bots in the training grounds with actual players, because they're so fat. It's tough to compare them to a normal model that you'd shoot at. Can't even put in... pick the characters in the training range. Firing range. I just noticed that you can actually use the right click and basically brain people that are up close, because the spread's smaller than left clicking. I guess there's an advantage to that. Yeah. He's, God Mode Complex is basically information of describing him. He used to stream in the category for Helldivers 2 when we played Helldivers 2. And could not stand watching him. Every time he died, he'd just constantly bitch about the game. Every single time. Not like in a constructive manner either. It's always the game's fault that he died. And I swear the developers gave him like kind of like a pseudo god mode so he would die less, so he kept streaming the game as advertising. Because he was not remotely good at the game. I have no idea. I don't keep up with them. Normally, occasionally you see them pop up during drama, like OnlyFans, the Overwatch guild.
Okay, thanks. I'm going in. Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2. Locks in 30 seconds.
The shadows coalesce.
I... Where the fuck are our healers? How the fuck did I miss the ledge? I have no idea. It's like I jumped up and then it slipped off of it. Ah. A satire channel. Parody? Satire parody? One of the two. You killed Anna? I swear I heard Anna go, ah! I just noticed there's like a little... Oh, fell off. There's like a little side area that you can go up. Maybe I should be getting the one for, Hey look guys, I got the ult that normally would feel good to use, except I realized that Reaper's ult really sucks. I don't know why it felt like it used to be good. I think it used to be good when people didn't have so much CC. But now you're like guaranteed to get fucked the moment you show up. If they know you have it. So all you do is hold it, and it keeps them away. Perfect. Feels like I'm like a fucking, like a point guard or something. This seems like it's Reaper's best suit is just literally being like a point defense for anything that shows up. Ah! I mean, that's pretty hilarious too. Yeah, there's that. No one. So like, I'm starting to figure out Reaper, guys. It's not even like. Kind of feels like May, where like you don't really do a whole lot in terms of like. Look at this. You don't really do a whole lot in terms of like showy results. Your results are kind of meaningful, in which you basically keep people away from shit. No one wants to get near you. Another one where our soldier, once again, while I'm doing this, it could actually be that our soldier's just cheating. Oh, let's take a look at our soldier. Maybe our soldier's just cheating. Like the last one with the Anna. I mean, that's optimal. Is the case where basically I have some backup that literally is not next to me that takes advantage of anyone that tries to get close to me. Right? Take a look at soldier and see if he's cheating. 4-minute game. It sort of looks like our soldier's cheating. Yeah, he's cheating. Notice how he's responding to what people are doing behind the walls or vehicle, basically the bus. They even go for the guy that was basically last hit.
Impersonate somebody else.
Did I ever tell you guys the soldier does 172 DPS at 30 meters, and Symmetra does 180 DPS at 12? And she doesn't go further than 12? Pretty sure this guy's cheating. Now I'm just curious because of this game and how it turned out. Yeah, this guy's cheating. Alright, let's report a soldier. I guess that's the... I don't know, maybe the Ash was cheating in the game before that. Let's see, our soldier. That's this guy. Yep. Well, there's that. So yeah, it was that was pretty easy to do when the whole OnlyFans drama was going on. It's not even that he so basically he just let his group die. He ran away, and there's not really... They're playing hardcore. It's not really... You wouldn't completely fault him for, you know, tucking tail and running when they're basically already called to run. That's not really the problem. The weird shit was when he starts basically gaslighting everyone, manipulating the conversation, pretending he couldn't do anything, making up all sorts of bullshit stories, and just, like, lying out his asshole. And, like, it was completely evolving while this was going on. Like, completely unapologetic, asshole, throw the entire server under the bus behavior. It was actually pretty incredible to witness. Actually pretty incredible to watch. Oh yeah, yeah. Then there's that. They had an initiative, so basically, when games get taken down, the servers remain online, or there has to be a way of a game basically being you're able to play a game after basically the company shuts down, or they shut down the servers for it. It was like legislation, I believe, in Europe. It's not a U.S. thing, where companies have to offer a way for people to continue playing the game after it's gone, which makes perfect sense in my personal opinion, right? And he was trying to fight against it, which made absolutely, like, you couldn't actually formulate a reason why, and it just turned into one of these things. He always double downs, and as just exactly with the OnlyFans controversy, he, like, octuples down. Like, we are beyond the realm of... we are beyond the realm of just sticking to your guns to the point of which, like, mass hysteria or something, which is absolutely insane. I mean, the upgrade for Reaper teleporting, by the way, was pretty fantastic. I teleported through the Reinhardt's Bubble Blast from Wu Yang. Timed it properly to do that. That was pretty impressive, I do say so. Very much enjoyed that. Did I even get the double shotguns last game? I think I did at the end. I always get it like right at the end of the match, because we never get any kills. Lots of interesting stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that, and apparently he, like, worked... I don't even know what he did. It was some, like, low-end job for a year, and then he claims, like, he's, like, a lead developer or something. Lots of interesting stuff. Well, he's very successful, so good for him. Tyler 1's also really successful, as is Dr. Disrespect and Shrouded. So, there is a plethora of ecosystems online. Yeah, like I said, God Complex. God Complex is like if you take a Superiority Complex and like crank it up to like 100. And superiority complexes are like adjacent to inferiority complexes too. A level 500 guy? No.
Okay, Gina. You have all the tools you need.
Thanks.
I can protect you.
Bitch! Now there's a Reaper behind me. And a Reaper, Genji. Yeah, he got accused of talking to minors, but didn't do anything with them. And some other stuff. I'm definitely not going to stick up for him, though. The whole, gotta be careful with that one simply because I don't completely know what went on with him, so. Is there a tank die? There it is. Alright. Hey guys. He's still holding it! That's hilarious. He has move speed for his ult. Why is the stream rotated 90 degrees? I have two streams. I have a mobile stream and a desktop stream. You are watching on the desktop, excuse me, the mobile stream because it was recommended to you. However, you click on my username, you can find the desktop stream. So. That's what it wanted you to see. But not what you need to watch. As it turns out, you have control of what you want to see. I can't make that in time. Like, I kind of want to play, like, I was thinking about playing Mei, but Mei's walls suck so much. Like, her whole point is to put down walls that you can then use for changing the battlefield, but her walls suck so much that there's literally no point in playing her. You're gonna have a perk to increase the wall HP. Do you have an auto? Why is he not deflecting? Yeah, and it's like he did that in response to me. He wasn't even hurt. I didn't even get the kill for that. I saw hit markers, guys. This is much better? Good. I saw hit markers, and I didn't get the kill for it. The fuck? Okay. Waiting for a heal that never showed up, guys. And snap through wall. Where I click. Yeah. The fuck? How the fuck did he die with the healer literally right next to him? I have no fucking idea. Alright. And insta headshot. The moment I'm no longer invulnerable. Found the right stream for desktop? Good! It's like extra long. And my E didn't go off. I even saw a little thing appear and I hit click and nothing happened. That was off screen. You didn't even see me when he swung just now, but it snapped me for like an instant before it snapped away. Pretty sure the Genji's cheating. Take a look at him at the end here. Got me good, little bro. YouTube. Reconnect on mobile. We're gonna take a look at both the Genji and the McCree, and I'm pretty sure both of them are cheating. Let's see. Oh, there is... The McCree is cheating. He's using aim assist. I mentioned before, guys, I don't fucking want to play with anyone fucking aim assist because you'll literally watch him and he can barely move his camera, but it just snaps you and it's like a 70% chance to hit you. Like, you literally just, you'll see him basically zero aim and just like literally slowly looking around and then it snaps you, or maybe he's using a Zim. So maybe it's worth looking just purely from that perspective. And I even check, because the last one we had was probably about 3 days ago. And also equally fucking annoying. Fucking aim assist is fucking awful. If you can't move your camera, if you can't move your aim, guys, you don't deserve kills. That's the way the fucking world works.
Double kill.
Literally shoots at absolutely fucking nothing, and I don't think it's a tick either. Just slow. Pre-aim on... Rig, but that's a corridor. It also looks like he's playing with the controller. No one aims like this unless they're using a gamepad. Notice there's like 0 vertical aim. All he's doing is almost exclusively horizontal aim until it snaps and locks on. Very certain this guy's cheating. I think this guy has a gamepad with an aimbot. Notice once again, it's all horizontal aim. People with mice do not aim that way. The only time it changes is when basically it locks onto the player. This is, by the way, this wouldn't be the first guy we've seen with aimbot with gamepad. There's people that are so used to fucking. By the way, if you play with the controller on PC, you do not get aim assist. He's watching the guy through the wall. You do not get aim assist, and there's some people that think that they're entitled to aim assist. They're like, well, if I was playing on console, I'd have aim assist, possibly queued with the other guy that does have aim assist. So then he just cheats normally. This is most definitely not how people aim, let alone Genji's aim. Right, so once again, it's all horizontal aim. There's no vertical aim because people that use controllers are extremely lazy. And they just fucking do this with their controller. And aiming up and down involves more effort, so they don't fucking do it. It's all horizontal aim. There's no. This isn't a mouse. This is a gamepad. Just by aiming with a mouse, you'll get vertical. He's watching people through ground again. Yeah, this guy's cheating. He just looked at the break through the wall direct. So call that. That's a weird one. He clearly is using a gamepad. And also had aimbot. By the way, looking at looking at ranks basically has absolutely nothing. He's not even GM. It's just season high was top 500. Like, I don't report people, like, you could be top 500 or you could be bronze, and it generally does not weigh in at all on whether or not I report people. It's purely based on what we see when we watch you. So, just curious, because sometimes you can see when they start cheating, too. You'll actually see an origin story. It's more common with Overwatch 1, because people have been playing for so long. But in this case, sometimes you can actually see when they start cheating in Overwatch 2, especially if they bought a new account. Nothing. So, an older account. This guy is clearly cheating, though, and it looks completely like a gamepad with aimbot, which is pretty easy to see when you see it, if you know what you're looking for. So that guy's definitely cheating. McCree, this is cross-platform. This guy means this guy's on console. He could be on Steam too. But this means this guy's on console. But the PC? You guys Steam? You can't play comp. No, that's PC. They use it on console. You can't play comp against PC players. You can only play against other console players. Oh, also the Genji had auto-deflect. I was correct about that. And then he used it like in response to what I said on my stream, which is also pretty hilarious. Now compare this to the Genji we just saw, who's clearly using controller, right? There's a fucking not horizontal, the rotation aim assist. The vertical difference is him jumping.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Notice there is basically very little horizontal aim or spiral, so if you take your mouse and go like in a circle, right, that's a spiral aim. Because that's extremely difficult to do and while remaining accurate on a gamepad. It's simply by the nature of the input device. This could potentially just, like, what we're looking for here is whether or not this guy has a Zim. As I mentioned a couple days ago, I wasn't going to play with aim assist players anymore that play DPS, purely because it's a cheat. It's gotten so bad in the game that it's basically like a cheat. It wasn't that way when the game launched, and originally when Overwatch 2 launched, you couldn't actually use aim assist in PC lobbies. They wouldn't let you, because it's not you aiming. Notice when he aims, it's just like... it's like drawing, like, shapes. Because it's a gamepad. We've also seen people where they get shit on, they'll actually plug in their Zim, too. So. Or switch input devices, excuse me. I don't know which still works in Overwatch, mind you. Zim, Zim, Cronus. There's AI cheating now, too. So, image recognition, you don't even need to have a Zim or a Cronus. It also gives you ESP.
And they say chivalry is dead. And they say
I still have much to learn.
and they say chivalry is dead. And they say chivalry is dead. I found
This guy has more active aim than the soldier does, or excuse me, the Genji does. Free aim on the soldier through the wall. Sometimes aimbots derp out to and lock people through walls, so it's something else you have to consider.
all patched up. All patched up.
Also, gamepad players will sometimes be lazy, as we've seen in the case of COD, where they literally look where they want to aim prior to going there, and sometimes it'll overlap with players unintentionally.
Sit down. Hyper ring deployed.
Don't let them take the point.
Once again, left, right, back, forth, right? Just aiming left, right. They're literally fighting a turret. There's nothing to do with player skill. They can't even aim. It's just the game itself aiming for them, which is what aim assist is, which is why I said I'm not going to play with them, but I got lazy. I got lazy checking. They don't even aim, guys. They just aim to the vicinity, it takes over, and then they just keep pulling the trigger till you're dead. Alright, so that's just a guy with aim assist, and aim assist being broken in the game. So, there you go, guys. Can't aim, but you can play the highest accuracy characters in the game and do well on them. On the controller. Neat, huh? Jesus Christ. Oh, by the way, I like pointing out how the second game we queued for, guys, there was a 7-minute queue when I queued. But when we started playing tonight, there was a 2-minute queue for DPS. Funny how that works, huh? Have to keep checking. We'll just leave games with people with aim assist that are playing DPS. They buffed that like a year after Overwatch 2 came out, too, by the way. That wasn't in the game. Or was it 24 or 23? It was last year? Like, there's posts about it. They didn't publicly mention it, but there's people talking about it being increased or improved. But when Overwatch 2 launched, you didn't actually have aim assist on console. Cross-platform. Because it was unfair to PC players. But, lo and behold, they decided the bitching of console players for the handful that played with their friends on PC was worth basically making everyone on PC suffer. So, gotta be inclusive like that, you know? Not sure how that got rationalized internally, but it did. Fucking miserable experience. Last time we played against the... Maybe it was 4 days ago. I was playing Pharah, and, like, literally tried to get into close quarters, and, like, hard rotation just... Like, I like, concussion burst past him, and literally just, like, hard locked to my chest going past his model at, like, 4 feet away. Zero aim in any way, shape, or form on the part of the player. By the way, that McCree, with his gamepad, that McCree had more aim on console than the Genji did, who is apparently on PC. But PC doesn't get aim assist, so... Funny how that works, huh? Like I said, someone's like, well, in other games you're allowed to have aim assist on PC, why can't I get it and you get it? You can totally tell the entitlement was there. I'm just gonna use an aimbot that's readily available! Yeah. I deserve aim assist too! I deserve aim assist! Why can't I have aim assist, guys? Why don't I get aim assist? I also deserve aim assist! I like how we can literally watch me increase the queue times of DPS in real time. That is crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. It either means the player base for this game is extremely small, or I have an absolute boatload of stream snipers, but that shouldn't be the case because I literally have like 10 people watching me. 20 people watching me. Where is my game? That's not good.
Let us proceed with haste.
And back. Oh, let's see.
Capture objective A.
How the fuck is he not dead, guys? How did I not kill a ball with my shotguns? A fucking good question. Alright. I know my Mercy's over there dying. Zero look how little damage he's taking. Those are direct hits too. Still taking basically no damage. Very weird. Where we aren't doing correct amounts of damage again, guys. Yeah, little bro, you just watching me through the wall, waiting for me to look away. Good for you.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Dude, you do so little fucking damage doing that. Like, you have to hope that they have no way of escaping.
Much better.
180 DPS, by the way. On my ult. Like, hitting them direct, guys, does zero fucking damage. Which is curious. Dude, I do literally fucking zero damage. It's not range either. I do miss the Overwatch rivals where the cart pushes itself. Bastion cheating, guys? Maybe. They're fucking knowers. Why? I was at half HP. You'd assume I was going for the medkit, right? Unless you knew I was looking through the side. Bro! Okay. By the way, that's best case scenario. The Reaper ult does give you heal, so you can basically bide, in addition to the fact it is 180, which isn't super terrible. But, pales in comparison to just using your normal shotguns. So why would you do that? Besides guaranteed damage. And if you ever get into a 3 or 4-some, they'll just kill you before you can do anything. And if you get in, 2-some is basically best case scenario. Yeah, I knew she was gonna double back. No. Dude, I swear to God, I do 0 fucking damage, guys. Again! And I have no idea why. This is like fucking Rivals all over again. Like, Reaper should be, like, best case scenario against, Ball, right? And he's hit scan, so it's not like I have projectiles that are lagging or something, like Torbjorn. Dude, how the fuck am I not hitting him? Good question. Hey look guys, we did stuff at the end of the match. Wow, we're so amazing. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, guys.
Play of the game.
Still problems with hit registration. Just gotta... Maybe with Farah I can make up for the weird jank because it's a projectile and I can see where it's going so I can lead it. Like, just out of curiosity here. Ball is a fucking huge target, guys. Right about there? Maybe I'm too far away?
Hope you chose your epitaph.
Oh. Maybe it's all the armor he has?
Death stops for no one.
Yeah, I think it's all the armor he has.
With death.
Guy's a lot faster when the armor goes away.
Become death. Sound the dirge.
Hmm.
I have arrived. Both barrels.
Double kill. Triple kill.
What a massacre.
Double kill. Triple kill.
I need to remember to use my right clicks more, guys.
Marked by death.
But I only have it for like maybe a quarter of the match, so...
Double kill. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Triple kill.
Let's see. That's good. Alrighty, guys.
Now arriving at Yidang Tower.
Can't escape death.
You should come home, Genji. We need your help.
There are others in the world who need saving.
You don't need my help. You want my power. You just want to use me like everyone else does.
Okay, thanks. Hey.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
I have arrived.
Unlike Rivals, you literally have to wait longer for heals in this game because it seems like you get healed less. Nelson, man.
Redeploying. Death appears.
Alright.
Enemy turret ahead. Objectives in my hand. Beware shadows. Much over there. There's one.
I swear I don't do any fucking damage to him. Look at that. Like, he's literally just fucking sitting there. Ah, meat into meat, guys.
Good luck climbing from down there. Sorry about that.
Ignited.
What's up?
I know they want to do the boop, guys. But in my mind right now, what I'm thinking about is when you get booped, you do the E.
Recover the objective.
Alright. And none of them got on the point. Alright.
0.
Hey, little bro. You have to do the glitch so you can, gotcha. Yeah.
Yes. Press the attack now.
Well, at least you can skateboard in the game, so there's that. 9 years of development to make Overwatch 2. Hey, bud.
Affirmative. Initiate the objective. Yes.
Almost feels like I should teleport, because teleport is like with the upgrade is like borderline invulnerability. I have to remember to use my rights. You have to turn to use it, where shift is instant. Shift just came up. Bad time. Did I reload manually, or did it just happen? I also reload too much with this guy like Psylocke. And it's very detrimental to manually reload on Reaper. Hey guys. Alright. Put me good. Yeah. Need to use my right clicks. Let's see. Poo-poo trip. Dude, it has to be the fucking armor. You just not interrupt him anymore? And then there's Soldier 76 with 172 DPS at 30 meters. And literally incinerates you. Hit scan still, ever since the turning point in this game, guys, where they shifted from kind of like MOBA. Also prompted. You miss your med... Bye. You miss your med kit? It has to be all the fucking armor on the ball. Makes it extra fucking annoying. I agree. Much better, I think. It's 100% the fucking armor. The armor for Reaper, for some reason, is like a direct counter to his character. I don't know why. I don't know what armor's like now. They've went through so many iterations. Armor used to help a lot against small damage, small fire weapons, not high damage. But it could be because I fire pellets. The pellets are actually considered small damage, and as such, like, armor works exceptionally well against Reaper shot, which it shouldn't, because Reaper's supposed to be good against tanks, but he's not because they have armor, and the armor's just good. So, I guess. I take a piss, guys. I'll be right back. Disconnect on YouTube. Reconnect on YouTube.
for a map.
Alrighty. No one voted for Shambali. Uncultured swine. Oh my god, it's gonna be fucking 80 again later this week. The fuck is this shit, guys? Or within this week? What the fuck is this September? We've had multiple, like, I don't want to say half the days. A third of the days this month have so far been like 80 or 75 plus, I should say. Dude, what the fuck is happening? Oh wait, global warming. I see it.
I have arrived. Affirmative. Hi.
You're only my responsibility
Yes.
if you're close enough to me.
Wait till you see me on my bike.
Wow.
Everything's going
Rude.
according to plan. Beware the shadows.
Wait till you see me on my bike.
Yes.
Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
That's it. Does seem like you don't die. You don't go from 0 to 100, except for fucking Widowmaker, as fast in this game as you do in Rivals. It still happens on occasion. Could be everyone has problems with hit registration.
Over here. Over here. Over there. Affirmative. Hi.
That's not good. That's definitely not where I click. Excuse me. You just jumped off the ledge. It just took too long.
Death in my wake. A bad omen comes.
My shift is not up because I just use it to move. I was like, maybe I should hold on to my shift, guys. The bro's aim is all over the place.
Let's stop it.
You look thirsty.
Over there. Come here, and I will shoot you.
Thirsty.
Yeah, did you just see my fucking thing turn on? Must have just saw it turn on, guys. That's unfortunate. That's not where I want to go. Those were a headshot and did 0 damage. Well, not 0. Almost 0 damage to him. I just did, what, 80 damage to him? Out of 130. 115. And as a headshot, too. Oh my god. Yeah, Little Bros has a wall hack and an aimbot, and he's stream sniping. Yeah, he's cheating. Good for you, Little Bro! Congratulations!
Back with a
No one knows who the fuck you are, nor do they care. We saw that because he snapped me through the wall before I came around the corner. Alright. Am I just not close enough? That's hilarious. I can't tell if I think she's on fire? Zero sound. He sounded like he's behind the cart and he wasn't there. There's a Me Too pick. And unfortunately, you cannot actually use your right click when you're out of ammo. When you're reloading, you cannot right click to cancel your reload and use it, even if it's up.
dark step.
Trying to memorize the map, guys, because we still don't have it down pat since I've gotten back. This is the cheating Genji? Yeah, he's cheating. Is that the Genji? That is the Genji. Called that shit while he was on Genji because he snapped me through the wall again. Good for him. Good for you, little bro. Gotta get your serotonin and dopamine somehow, right? And completely oblivious. I don't even know why he's running away. I don't think he knows why he's running off. I don't know. Like, what is he doing? What the fuck is this MAGA? Alright. There's no way. There's no fucking way the MAGA just ran to their spawn and died in front of it alone. Like intentionally trying to do that. I don't know why. Unbelievable. Yeah. I'm gonna report the Genji slash Soldier 76 very clearly cheating. I don't know what the fuck her Maga was doing. That was a something. Let's see. And Genji report. They also had cheating console player, just because you get aim assist. But apparently there is some medium. There is a small amount of skill, enough so that their Freya didn't actually, or maybe it might just depend on the character too. And she's playing with one that actually just sucks at the aim assist. Like McCree's just fucking broken as shit as a Soldier 76. So it's entirely possible that despite the fact that she has an aimbot, it doesn't matter because she's playing a character that doesn't work well with it. Oh, I guess you didn't know, guys. Spoiler. Widowmaker here. He didn't do jack shit on Widowmaker, this guy. And YouTube mobile disconnected. YouTube reconnected. Lots of disconnects today. You little bro. You showed me good. You showed me good with your aimbot. Congratulations. You're fantastic. Bravo, sir. Bravo. I wish I could be like you. Wow, everyone on stream knew how good you were. They have no idea who the fuck you are. And you know he's being a dumbass because he's teabagging. Not just a normal cheater. We got a stream sniper and a cheater. Good for him. Maybe I should just jump constantly on Reaper. They had edge shot armor. Someone jerked me off. Final jerk off. Mercy. There you go. Handle Ari, even though she's mean. we even get double barrels last game? Oh, if we did.
Choose your map.
What are we gonna get, guys? Bonnie. Shervasa. Ah.
Traveling to Mumbai.
Gah, gah, gah. Well, 122 Doomfist, you can't be bad, right? Right?
You can't escape death. Dead weight gets left behind. A bad omen comes. Hurry.
Stay close. I can't hear you if you're strong.
Don't fail me, or else.
I just got cucked by the pedal platform. That's hilarious.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
That's too far up. And very Soldier 76.
Hope you chose your epitaph.
Alright. I'm not exactly sure why the healers didn't heal me just then when they're both there and not really doing anything, but they didn't. So.
Back with
You're too far up! You mean on the corner as a Reaper? Never. Alright. This guy's aim is very stuttery.
Objective
Pretty sure the soldier's cheating.
stop prepared.
Bad aimbots, we talked about them vibrating before. They also look like they have a really low update rate, where you'll see them like jank around the screen, which is not normal aiming. As it turns out, when you aim like this, it's very smooth. You don't look like that when you're aiming. Another anomaly of shitty aimbots. Wish the
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Too bad you can't fucking cancel. Well, I have the worst ult in the game, unable to be canceled, guys. Why? Why? Like, small quality of life update. What?
I'm at the height of my performance.
Is that the Widow? It's the Widow playing Mei. You definitely need to change your cadences. You can shoot through the door. You can't in... Not the Symmetra! Oh no! 180 DPS? There's no way! Hey guys. The longest telegraphed ult in existence. No idea why it didn't go off right away. No idea why my shift didn't do fucking anything. No fucking idea. Like, I literally just walked all over those guys' faces before pushing Q, and I have no idea why it took so long for my ult to actually do anything. I swear I pushed that key like 3 times and didn't do anything. Fucking hilarious.
Over here.
I needed to shift. All those just went into my brain. Oh, is this the cheating soldier from earlier? Maybe. It doesn't matter what she does up top. thing about flanking is you actually have to do something, but you have to get close to Symmetra to do anything. So if she sets up a car wash, you just don't go and do it. Where they're all fucking headshots again. Go cart. Alright. Reaper the lineman, guys. That guy was sus as fucking shit, but only occasionally sus as fucking shit. Like that first minute of the game, and then like the last minute before they're gonna lose. I do wish the kill cams and replays in Rivals were much better. I miss this from Overwatch where you can almost definitively tell when someone's cheating. based on watching a kill cam. And Rivals is just approximations, and they can be very off. Very, very off.
Vote for a map.
So actually thinking New Junk City, but also we haven't played Chimbale. Oh, it counted! It counted, guys! We're in. And it didn't matter.
Traveling to New Junk City. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
It's just something you can have open all the time. Alright. At level 500 Mercy main deciding whether or not she wants to play the character with 2 levels or the one with 500 levels.
You can't escape death. I really need to get quieter boots.
True. He's making fun of himself. Race to die first with no cooldowns. Very accurate. I just died to a Helix, by the way. Pretty sure the Soldier 76 is cheating. Very accurate. No idea where the... There he is. Nope, that's not him. Pretty sure Soldier's cheating. Had all 3 interactions with him. Lucio might be cheating too. We'll see on that.
The shadows coalesce.
Close it pretty easily. Like, we can't do anything without the tank, bruh. Christ. This is both in the head. Sure.
Back with a vengeance. A dark start.
Sure. Just to make sure he dies. I think I had 3 ults on me. I had the Ana ult, the the Wu Yang ult, and then also my ult.
In my wake.
Hey, it's Kate.
People believe in like old Reaper back when I swear he did fuck more damage in his ult. Now you do 180, and that's not enough to kill most people. Higher than like just a soldier ult. Attaching attacking multiple players at the same time. Runs away the moment you look at her. Very beautiful shadow. Do you have damage reduction when he does that? I swear he does. Get off, bitch. Ah! He's not gonna turn around! Ah! I can show him good. Game needs better positional audio, guys. Pootry. That's decently fast. He must take. We'll take a look at the firing range. He must get a damage reduction when he does that shit. Did I say before that guy has really janky aim, where it looks like it doesn't vibrate, but it chunks when he aims around? Because it does. I think I said that. You there was a guy around before. I'm pretty sure it's that guy. How's he not dead? That's a really good question. I hit him with the right click too.
Seize the objective.
Over there.
I'm sitting back here so Kiriko can teleport, but I guess maybe she should just walk away and let whatever happens there happen.
I'm not done. A dark step. Quiet.
So definitely doesn't seem like we're doing the right amount of damage at all, guys. The soldier, 100% some weird fucking shit going on with his aim. We're gonna report the soldier. I'm gonna quickly take a look if you guys are curious what was going on there. What I was talking about. I don't know why the positioning for the buttons is like all over the fucking place. Also does not feel like we're doing correct damage to...
Ready for battle.
Whatever his name is, Scottish guy. You can see it. It starts after, like when nothing's on screen, it's normal, and then when people are on screen, it starts going like fucking like one of these things. Might be a worse version of like the jitter aimbot I was talking about. He doesn't do it all the time. It might be based on FPS. There it is again. There it is again. Anna through the wall. This fires at nothing.
One more story to tell around the fire.
There it is again. Bro, it looks like he has no idea what the fuck he's doing, too. That is... Who's that through the wall? Sojourn through the wall. Watching Kiriko through the wall. It's doing it again. Alright. Guy. Okay. Ready. Well, good to know, guys. Fun stuff and things. Good. You take a look at Scottish guy, Irish guy, Scottish guy, whatever it is. Also 7. Maybe we shouldn't even play another one. Hazard. But I don't know, I got basically almost an instant queue, but I did.
If you're in it with me, you're in it for life.
Reduces damage taken by 60%. So it's Roadhog's take a breather. When he's doing that shit, you literally just go and do something else. Which was not what I was doing. Yeah. So, he does have a damage reduction. Quite a massive damage reduction when he's doing shit like that. She'll literally just go somewhere else and shoot something else. Walk away from him. Alright, we're going to call things for this evening, guys. We aren't going to play another one. It is 7, so, yeah. Spent like a good hour tonight talking about UAPs. Good for us, because there's a lot of weird shit going on right now, guys, so obviously we're going to talk about it. I don't know why other people are not talking about it, but no one else is, in the sphere of which is comprised of geeks that love fantasy and sci-fi. No one seems to care about fantasy and sci-fi that's possibly happening in real life, so... Mind's still blown. As I mentioned before, I swear, like 80% of humans, guys, are just fucking bots. They're NPCs. Just maintaining the simulation with which we live in. It definitely feels that way. Alright. We're going to call things for this evening, though, guys. If you are into the stream and you enjoy things, hit the follow button on your select platform. I stream to Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, as well as TikTok. Every day, from late night to early morning, GMT-6, so late night North America time. You stream for about 4 to 5 hours, give or take. Depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc., guys. We're out of here for this evening, and tonight will be more of Overwatch 2. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my streams always, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Have a good day, guys.